Namaste and welcome to Wise Out Career Guide. Today we have Dolly ma'am with us who's going to share her journey into how she started her own coaching institute. Welcome, ma'am.
Hi, Neha.
So, ma'am, before we get into your journey of your institute, what has been your educational background?
Neha, I did my post-graduation and now TEFL course I have done recently, which permits me to teach internationally. Like now I'm an
Okay.
international trainer as well. So we give classes to international students as well.
Okay. So, ma'am, what got you interested into this field?
See, when I was in college, like I started taking classes to small kids, and gradually I found that I was really interested in teaching, right?
Okay.
And then my brother, like my elder brother, he
Mhm.
found the spark that yes, I can be a good teacher.
Okay.
Fortunately, it happened with me that he recognized the talent that I am a good teacher. But generally, it doesn't happen with many of them. They don't realize that they can be a good teacher.
Right.
So
So,
I never regretted, and this was the profession which I chose, and still I think I was made for it only. I never
okay.
regretted that I could be something else or I should have chosen some other profession. This is
Mhm.
the only thing which I could do best.
Okay. So, ma'am, how did you start your institute?
See, initially, actually, we found that there is a need, like in my city in Gwalior, where my education is from Sindhya Kanya Vidyalaya, right? So,
Okay.
my classmates and we had a different aura. We had the environment, so we were good speakers at those times. But in our
Right.
city, it was a great requirement, right? Children and students, they needed a platform where they could learn and speak English. So when I
Mhm.
started, it was in great need, and now we have changed means the scenario has been changed. So we have changed the things. Like now we are
Okay.
working on something else on a different platform. So we
Okay.
have moved to communication skills now, accent,
Mhm.
IELTS,
Okay.
and something else. Right now, time has
Okay.
changed. When I started teaching, like it was in great demand. Basic English and spoken English was in demand at that time.
Right.
Now we are moving towards grooming and all.
Okay. So, ma'am, what is the kind of investment that is required for starting something like this?
See, it depends what kind of platform you are preparing for the students.
Mm-hmm.
As a teacher, you don't need much. Means the thing is, where are you starting it from, and at
Okay.
what level you want to start.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, teachers they take it as a side business, right? Like if you want
Right.
to bloom and if you want to make a big business, location matters a lot. So from
Okay.
where you are starting, location, advertisement, and the
Mm-hmm.
command you have on your subject,
Right.
that matters a
So,
lot. In teaching, you don't need much investment. This is the only thing you can do with the, yes, but to expand it, like if you have more of the students, you need means much bigger space and more things for the students.
right. Okay. And how did you go about getting your initial students? Because a lot of people who are good teachers, they will get, some references, but to actually take it to a level where they're making a good living also out of it, how do you get those students?
See, advertisement plays an important role in this, but
Hmm.
mouth publicity matters a lot. Through
Okay.
advertisement and advertising, you can attract the students, right?
Right.
Like 50 inquiries you got in a day or 20 inquiries you can get in a day through advertisement, but how much are you able to convert it? This
Right.
totally depends upon the counseling and the way you convince the students. If you are confident enough in your subject and you are actually a good teacher, I don't think so it's a big job. You can do it easily because mouth publicity works a lot in this. And
Okay.
to have that, you must have command on your language,
Hmm.
whatever subject
Right.
you are teaching. Yeah.
Okay. So, ma'am, you're planning to go into a franchisee model as well. How
See,
can
we are
people?
working, yeah, we are working on that, but like we can start with the branches. Earlier, I had 3 branches in Gwalior itself. Now,
Okay.
actually, since I started online,
Hmm.
many of them are interested that you should have a center in our city also, and it can go well, right? Because
Okay.
online made us popular in other cities also. Now
Okay.
they also know that there is a good teacher here, and they also want that we should provide our services to in their cities.
Hmm.
So what my planning is, like, if we get good teachers in some cities, we can start our own branches there, and I can have a few online sessions, and rest of the part they can continue, like we can work together.
Hmm. So, ma'am, you've started your advertisement for this part
We'll do
of the
it, like
franchise.
we are on the
Okay.
way, we are programming.
Okay. So, ma'am, when we talk about advertising for students or advertising for, the franchisee model that you're looking at, what do you think should be, things that should be kept in mind for the advertising to work
Advertising in for what you're asking, like for me or for them, for
for
anybody to
you?
start?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, like I need to get connected with good teachers, like who wanted to be in
Hmm.
this profession and who want to work as a part-time, or they want to get connected with us. So, like they are not able to give much time, but at least like in 5 days, at least if they can give us 2 days, right? So
Hmm.
rest of the 3 days, I can get connected with the students online, and for 2 days in a week, they can
Hmm.
go through it. Like they can make them practice
Okay.
offline. That
Right.
was my concept, that the students will get offline as well, and I can give my
Uh,
services also online.
okay. And ma'am, through your experience, you would have had support staff in terms of other teachers working with you. What do you
Yes.
think makes, what are the qualities that makes a good teacher?
Actually, unfortunately, what is happening, students are not prepared to be a teacher now, right? Not earlier as
Yeah.
well. कोई
Yeah.
भी अपने बच्चों को ये नहीं बोलता है कि तुमको एक अच्छा टीचर बनना है आगे जाके। दे नेवर टेक इट। एक जैसे बीज बोते हैं ना हम दिमाग में, वो बीज ही नहीं
Hmm.
डाला जाता कभी कि हमको टीचर बनना है। नो बडी सजेस्ट, राइट? सो
बिल्कुल।
सिंस इट इज नॉट इन देयर माइंड, सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में है ही नहीं कि हमको टीचर बनना है, लेकिन
Hmm.
इस दुनिया में बहुत अच्छे लोग हैं जो सच में बहुत अच्छी टीचिंग कर सकते हैं। दे कैन डू वंडर्स, बट उनके
Right.
दिमाग में डाला ही नहीं गया कि उनको टीचर बनना है। अब्रॉड में है, अब्रॉड में दे आर अप्रिशिएटेड, सो दे वांट टू बिकम, राइट? हियर इन
Yeah.
इंडिया नोबडी टेल देयर डॉटर्स कि आप टीचर बनो।
Huh.
many of them they are professionals कि इंजीनियरिंग करा, वहां जॉब नहीं मिला, तो दे बिकेम अ टीचर। एमबीए किया, दे डिडंट गेट एनीथिंग। मींस आई वांट ladies or anybody, gents also, I want कि जो actually they are born to be teachers, they should come forward and teach, so that it should
Absolutely.
it should become a respectable job, right?
Yeah.
And then it will start कि एक अच्छी टीचिंग जब आएगी, तभी हम we will have a good and bright future for our children.
Absolutely. Because, you can't learn without a teacher. So the
Obviously,
profession,
the base is education, and we are not focusing on that.
yes. So, ma'am, if I were to ask you for a tip for people who want to get into, education as a career, for them to be successful, what should they keep in mind as a teacher?
Because yes, definitely the thing I told you before, they must have a passion to be a teacher. They should find and recognize themselves that, yes, I want to teach. I am good at it. You should start recognizing your skills that, yes, I am good at imparting knowledge. I am good at explaining. I am a good counselor, or whatever means. The thing is, you should be perfect in your subject as well. And then you should
Absolutely.
focus on getting all the certificates and whatever you go through it, and do your best. And those who really want to be teacher, they should come into the field, and then they'll do
Okay.
it well. Don't take it as a side job, or you're not doing well in other subjects so you become a teacher. I want them, like, yes, you should recognize, and you should recognize your qualities and be a teacher, then you will bloom. Everything has a scope.
Right. And I think somewhere, all of us have that quality. It's just that if you can work on it, you will be
They don't
able to
recognize
develop it
it.
further.
They don't recognize it. It is not in their mind that I can be a good
Yes.
teacher also. I should be a, because they are not paid well. In India, teachers are not getting good payment as well in general schools and all. Private
Mhm.
schools means the whatever they are paying, I don't think so it's good enough also. Means good schools, reputed schools, they are paying well, but many of the schools in those teachers are not getting good salary enough. So I
Right.
think they should be respected, they should be recognized, and it will be when there will be the teachers who really want to be teachers. They should recognize themselves and respect themselves first.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us today, ma'am, and sharing your views and your path of how you started your career as a teacher. Thank you.
Thank you, Neha.
So that was Dolly ma'am sharing with us her journey, how somebody in her family recognized her talent as a teacher. And what she said that, today we have people who are in this profession not because they're passionate about teaching, but as an afterthought. We need teachers because without the teachers, we will not have the leaders that we're looking for. So, if you think you have a talent, if your family is supportive, you should get into this profession, making a career out of it. The earning will follow based on your talent, as is the case in any other profession. So, just thinking that teaching is a profession which is not going to give you enough money is a very wrong myth that people have. Your talent is what is going to take you anywhere, be it any career, and that includes teaching also. I hope you learned something from this. We're putting Dolly Ma'am's contact details in the description below. So if you have any queries, do write to us in the comments below. And if you want to get in touch with her to understand her franchisee model and join her franchisee model, please do get in touch with her. Also, do like, share, and subscribe the channel. Thank you.